guys, welcome back to Dig or Die. It's Hayden here. Starting a new job today. As you can tell behind me, we're not at the same place. So I am starting this little dry pond here. Yesterday I came over here and just pumped the water out. It had 2.5 feet of water in it. So I did that yesterday afternoon. Got the John Deere 135, and we have the grade bucket down there. So really all we have to do in this pond is clean it out, get the mud out, bury it, and really all it's going to be is from this edge, this wall and this wall is falling. That where the box is right there is a foot lower than the edge everywhere else. So all we have to do is grade the bottom. Start right there and grade out, or start here, grade out, whatever. But it's got a foot of fall from all of the edges to that box, and we have to put a riprap berm in somewhere right about in here. But hopefully we'll be able to get this knocked out in just a few days. There's another one right down the road that Grant's working on right now, just because they're so small. So yeah, I'm just gonna get down here and start cleaning out these cattails and mucking this out and seeing how much mud we have to deal with. Okay, so they said that this pond was mucked out about a year ago. That doesn't look too good right there. But it has been underwater. So usually that means the first foot or so is just pretty much thick with mud. Oh, look at that. Look at that turtle right there. You see him? Right there beside my bucket. I don't know if you can tell or not. But I'm gonna get down in here and hopefully not get stuck. It doesn't seem too bad yet. At least right here. I really need to put the grade bucket on, but it is so annoying to hook up that I don't like hooking and unhooking it. Yeah, there he is. Look. I'll scoop him up. Ah, he fell through the teeth. Sorry, buddy. See him right there? He's upside down. See if I can flip him over. Boom. There you go, buddy. Go, brother, go. Sorry, bud, I'm about to take your home away. But, well, there's Grant. Let's see what he's doing. Oh, he had to come get gas. Got a little bit of silt here. It's blown out, or blocking this pipe right here. Maybe 4, 5, 6 inches. This stuff is so bad because it just sits underwater all the time. So, yeah, it just sucks, really. luckily these cattails will kind of, the roots and stuff will help the mud to hold together. Because a lot of times it'll be just like straight water. You can't pile it up. You can't, you know, can't do anything with it really. But with the cattail roots, it'll help hold it together a little bit. The only reason I'm not putting that bucket on just yet is because I need this digging bucket to dig the hole, so to bury this. So I'm just gonna wait until I get the hole dug to bury this mud. Okay guys, so I've got this hole dug here. I don't know if you can tell from the shadow or not. And I am going to sit right here and get this mud and just chunk it in the hole. We'll see how much we can get in there. Probably all of it. Got a good pile of dirt here, so yeah, I'm gonna start on that and just leave y'all on the machine. here I'm starting to final grade this pond, starting on this slope here. I ended up having to grade it all with the excavator and the grade bucket because water was seeping out from underneath the bottom of this wall. So I couldn't use the bobcat to do that. So yeah, we are starting to grade this thing, get it on grade, looking good, and getting ready to get out of here. Okay guys, I'm sorry, got you. My magnet mount is in the truck, and I don't feel like going up there and getting it, so I've got the tripod sitting in between my legs. Hopefully it doesn't shake too bad, but I wanted to talk for a minute as I'm grading the bottom of this pond. So this is final grade on the bottom, and just do this number first. So from this pipe over to this box, there's 1 foot of fall from where it comes out of this pipe behind us and goes into this box. Sounds like a lot, but I would say this is 90 feet at least. 85, 90, 100 feet. So really that means there's only 1% of fall here. And a percent of fall, think of it in this way, this is the way I always do it. Every 10 linear feet on the ground, you drop 1 inch. In this instance, we do tenths of inches, but that's in tenths. So for every 1% of fall is every 10 linear feet, you drop 1 inch. 2% is every 10 linear feet, you drop 2, 3%, 4%, on and on and on. So you gotta think in 10 feet to grade 1 inch lower, it's almost flat. It's not, but it's almost flat. It's hard to do with a rake and a shovel, let alone a 30-something thousand pound machine. So it's kind of tedious. I'll grade a little bit and then get out, check it, have to cut off a 1/2 inch or a couple inches, and then check it again, and then it's like really the only grades I have is the wall. The elevation all the way around is the same, so the wall, like the toe of the slope all the way around, that's the same, and then the box is the same. It's a foot lower than that. So everything in between you just have to work out, and from there to there is okay. That's not too hard. That's 40 feet, so you got 4% of fall. That's pretty easy to get. But coming back this way, we have to make it fall from both sides and fall this way. It's very hard to make minuscule adjustments. So like I say, there's once I come 10 feet off of here, there's no grade for that. Or if I come 15 feet over here, there's no grade for that. So it's hard. Like I say, there's no, all right, I know what grade it's supposed to be here, so I can do this. It's just kind of a guessing game, and you have to make it work out. So yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know that, and I forgot my magnet mount up there. So I might honestly can set y'all on the floor on the tripod. Let me try that. This is perfect. So I just shot this. This needs, see what I'm saying? It's just hard. This needs to come down a 1/10 or so. It's just hard to get those minuscule movements. It takes a lot of time. It's not, and I could grade this with a Bobcat. You can almost feel, you can feel the grade change in a machine where you're like say a Bobcat, dozer, loader, that sort of machine where you're moving, the whole machine is moving around with the bucket on the front, so you can feel. You got to think out here, I can't feel that bucket moving other than just gouging it in the ground. I can't feel what it feels like. But if I'm on a, because I can be sitting flat right here, and out here in front of me can grade a slope, I can grade that slope right there. And so I can't feel it by sitting in the seat, as in a dozer, skid steer, loader. If you're on a slope, you feel it. If you're, you know, flat, you feel it. So it's a little bit tougher with an excavator. This isn't that hard, but it just takes time. Okay guys, it's day number 4 on this pond. It's graded rough. I mean, it's graded. We don't have a final staking yet, but I'm just going off. They put 4 stakes in. They put one in that corner behind the box, that one, and this one. This one is a 6 foot offset, so 6 feet from that stake is the toe of the slope. So we're about in line with it here. So anyway, the bottom's graded. There's a 4-bay berm that's going to come in here somewhere, right about where my finger is, or maybe even further this way. So I wasn't too worried about finish grading that section yet, because I'm gonna have to get down in here and put the berm in, so it's gonna tear it all up. So I don't have to worry about that quite yet. So I got the riprap apron cut out. We've got extra dirt piled up. That's what I'm doing today, is hauling dirt out. I have to scoop it up with a bobcat, carry it up the ramp, dump it in the dump truck. And right now I'm going to work on the dam, the pond dam. So I don't have enough memory card to actually physically record it. There's only 20 minutes left or so. That'll get eat up very fast. So I am going to set you guys up on a time lapse, and I'm going to come in here and cut this dirt back and carry it back this way. So there is a riprap spillway just like this going somewhere in this area. I would assume it's in the same spot, so we have to leave that open. But I'm doing this. I'm going to raise this dam up 4 to 6 inches all the way across, just to get rid of some dirt, and whatever extra I have, I'm going to throw down there at that end so we can load it out. So I'm going to just stick you guys over here, tripod, and let y'all watch a time lapse. Okay guys, so I am gonna grade this slope back, carry my excess dirt back. Actually have put a little bit on the bottom, kind of build it out a little bit. I'm gonna take this extra dirt, throw it behind me here, get it up there where I can load it, and just kind of grade my way out of here. Nothing up here is final, because we still have to get it staked where this spillway is going, and get the riprap 4-bay berm stake. So it's not like I'm going to be done with this. I'm not too worried about the grade right now. Just cleaning it up, basically. There's just no room here to waste anything. Rub it off. tar pit right here. Come on top up. Gotta get away with it. Hey guys, welcome back. It's Monday here. So the pond is basically done. I'm sorry if I look rough. I've been in that box over there with the brick saw, cutting out the invert and busting it out with a sledgehammer. But anyway, the pond is done. They rough staked it. They staked one stake here and offset stake there, and like one over there, maybe one behind the box, just to kind of give us a reference. And then they're gonna come back and stake it. They're supposed to be back this morning, but I don't know when they'll get here. But what I'm gonna do right now is take this riprap and throw it in this. See this hole right here? This is for the riprap apron. That'll all be full of riprap and look nice. enjoyed that video. Today I'm just going to talk about what we actually read in Bible study last night. It's Mark chapter 2 verse 17. So I'll give you a little context here. It's when Jesus is like starting to minister to everybody, and he's starting to call his disciples, and he calls Matthew, and after he calls Matthew, he goes and eats with all the tax collectors and the sinners, the Pharisees and the scribes, which are the Jews that thought that Jesus was a liar and blasphemer. They were, I guess, they kept the law and thought that you were saved by the law and not by your heart being changed. So they ask a question. Well, I'll start in verse 16. And the scribes of the Pharisees, when they saw that he was eating with sinners and tax collectors, said to his disciples, "Why does he eat with tax collectors and sinners?" Tax collectors here, I read a little bit this morning, they were hated because they were Jewish. They were also Jews, but the Jews were under Roman rule, so they were working for the Roman government, taking money from their fellow Jews. And a lot of them were crooked. They would take more money than they were supposed to and keep it for themselves. So they were hated among all the Jews. So a little context there. Then Jesus heard it, and he said to them, "Those who are well have no need of a physician, but those who are sick. I came not to call the righteous, but sinners." So that kind of made me think, that's a really good verse. You know, if you're sick, you go to the hospital or you go to the doctor and pay the outrageous bills, like everybody knows nowadays. You don't just go to the doctor or go to the hospital if you're healthy, you know. But that got me thinking, the sick and the righteous, the righteous and the sinners. If we're really righteous, we should also go help the sinners. And I looked up a few verses for that. 1 John 3:17 through 18. But if anyone has the world's goods and sees his brother in need, yet closes his heart against him, how does God's love abide in him? Little children, let us not love in word or talk, but in deed and truth. Acts 20:35. In all things I have shown you that by working hard in this way we must help the weak and remember the words of the Lord Jesus. How he himself said, "It is more blessed to give than to receive." So, I mean, it's saying here, you can talk all the talk you want to, but until you actually do something about it, doesn't mean anything. The Pharisees, they were the righteous in the world's eyes. They were perfect. You know, they kept the law perfectly. They didn't do anything on the Sabbath day, and they kept all the other parts of the law, and really didn't. Through their actions, they looked like they were saved, but in their hearts, they weren't. They thought by their actions that that's what was going to save them, but and Jesus came, and everything he did was opposite of what they thought should be done, or what they thought that the God should do. So yeah, guys, I hope this helps somebody. It's just, if you have the means, just help. help somebody. We can help somebody. All of us can, you know, whether it be give somebody $5 or, you know, fill their car up with gas if they're out, you know, whatever it is, or go help somebody move that doesn't have any help. You know, let's just do good. Everybody just do good. I hope this helps y'all. So let me know if y'all need anything. Message me on the social media or whatever, and call me if you know me. If you need anything, let me know. I'd be more than happy to talk with you, or you know, help you out with whatever I can. Thanks, guys. God bless you. Jesus loves you. I do too. Thanks.